Hey, happy Monday morning. I hope you're ready to get your week off to a great start. First of all, program note, we will not have a Monday morning moment next week. I think it's the 3rd, yeah, and I'll be out traveling. We won't be able to get one up, but we will be back the week after. So stay tuned. Okay, this morning I want to talk about the Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortes. I know you remember him. Well, the story goes that in 1519, he and his crew, after a long voyage, landed in what's now Mexico. He then promptly ordered the scuttling of the very same ships that had just brought them to the New World, subsequently burning them. Why in the world would he do that? Well, for Cortez, it was all about commitment. In order to accomplish his mission, his crew had to be all in. There would be no turning back or giving up. Burning his ships obviously left him no other choice. But here's the point. Commitment is something we humans sometimes have trouble with, specifically making a commitment and then seeing it through. Here's why I bring that up. Next Wednesday is March the 5th, and it's Ash Wednesday, which begins the 40 days of Lent, which culminate in Easter. So, what's Lent all about? Well, Lent is a time where we are to focus less on our worldly attachments and more on Jesus. But how do you do that? Well, traditionally, many of us choose to give up something during Lent, like a nice food that we like, or social media, or some other habit. But the trouble with that is that may work for the 40 days of Lent, but once Lent is over, don't we tend to go back to those same habits that we had before Lent? Yeah. I don't know how that helps us stay in touch and in focus on Jesus. So here's the takeaway for today. Many times when we make commitments, we tend to subconsciously leave a crack in the door or leave a safety net up, so to speak, giving ourselves the option to backtrack. But if we are to be genuinely true to the spirit of Lent, then we have to burn our ships. We have to be all in, and not just for 40 days. Anything less, really, is simply going through the motions and just checking a box. So, what's your call to action? Well, first, I want to give an example of a great way to use Lent. A friend of mine just shared with me that instead of giving up some food for Lent or something they would just go right back to after the 40 days is up, they've decided to give up worrying for Lent. And I went, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. I mean, who among us doesn't worry? And usually every day of our lives. Well, you're far less likely to worry if your focus is on and you have trust in Jesus. So this year, I pray that you will make the commitment to use the season of Lent as it is intended to be used. Whatever you choose to do, it should serve to establish a habit that helps you to focus on Jesus all year long. And the only way to do that is to burn your ships and make it the only choice that you have. And that's a wrap for today. And I hope you have a great week. We won't see you on Monday, but we'll see you the week after that. And until then, I pray that you'll stay strong, keep the faith. We'll see you then.